Let's see now. Let's see now. Okay, 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 okay. We should be raw. We should be raw. We should be. Yay! We are live. We are live. Okay, okay, okay. We are live on YouTube. How do I say it? I'm starting to, you know, ask myself if doing live streams like this are making me more productive or less. I really don't know. I started to don't know because from a one point perspective, I'm really like writing one nation per day or two like yesterday. That is pretty good. It's like consistent. But then I had to resolve shit like this because they happen. I don't know. Fuck you. Sorry, sorry. I lost it for a minute. Oh well, we are live. Can I change finally this? Oh fuck yeah, I can finally change it. Morticia, I can do it. I can do this anymore. Morticio. King Julian! Yeah. Fucking what the fuck is my phone? King Julian! Can I have it? Oh, move it. Should I sing with Mort? Wait a second. What was the name for Morticia? I don't remember the name of the little guy from Madagascar. The one that has the small voice, like Morticia, hey, King Julian, feet. I know I'm like talking. You have to understand me. I know there is no one here, but for me it's not a problem. I talk to myself 24/7, so it's pretty easy to me. Of course, beside when I focus on the project where I stay silent because I have to use all my neurons to the project, of course. Now let's make a test to see. Yo, chat. Okay, both YouTube and everything else should work now, or at least I hope. Now, what do we fucking do in a hour or two? Give me a reason to not like open Persona 3, reload and play it on stream instead of doing this project. I don't know. I really don't know, man. Zoinks! Why do I start to talk like cartoon characters? Ayo, ayo, Mickey? No, I should stop. I should stop. I really. I cannot get better than this. Oh well, I will start to like review. I will start to review some of the nation that I had until now. I had done. So, damn, there are a lot. Huh, to be honest, it's not that bad. They are even categorized by continent, so it's easy to have a contest. Yeah, I should just shut up and review. I really wish there is a way to, to block my chat, my personal chat somewhere, so I don't I don't lose it. Did I send it to myself on my phone here? Julian, how do I become a streamer? Oh no, no, Morticio, you can become a streamer. But King Julian! Oh shit, I can't do this anymore. I'm having a breakdown in this moment. I'm really having a breakdown. Ah. Yeah, teenage jeans got my throat. Oh, no, I don't think. Does it have like move it, move it? And everything was blocked. Okay, okay. Oh, now I can hear the when you send a message, I can hear it. So I can my anxiety is stabilized now because I can know when you write something in the chat. Hmm. You know, guys, what pisses me off a lot? What really pisses me off is that I can see that the more I go up with the nation, from the older nation to the most recent one, is the that I start to lose details or energy. I don't know. When I write the newer nations, maybe I don't know. Okay, maybe not, but like with the first one that I had more time to think about it is really packed with information. The second one too, kinda. Uh, no, maybe I'm only it's all in my head because I can see that there are pretty abundance of details everywhere, except with the more because sorry, with the nations that how do I say it? That are how do I say more tribal civilization, like those in tribe, that the culture kind of stays the same, so they don't really have a lot to talk to tell. I don't know. But from those that started to be civilized, to build a civilization like this one, it has more details because it's a process. Yeah, I can wait to like make a design and concept art for this nation. It will be crazy cool. Okay, okay, it's just in my head. It's just in my head probably. So this is like the tribal one. Should I spend more time trying to add details, or it's just a waste of time? I don't know. I swear that I don't know. By the way, I don't even know if. Okay, yeah, everything is working. I was just paranoid. So, LeBron James. No, wait. Shut up, shut up. Why you do that? As I was saying, I really have no problem to talk with to no one because it is what I do like 24/7. The problem that is that mo most of the time when I talk, I kinda yap in a schizophrenic way. I don't know. Don't ask me, don't ask me. Ask my therapist. Ah, no, I don't have a therapist because they are too expensive, so you have to deal with me like this. Haha, suck to be you. Ah, sorry. Da, 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 da. Just so you know, like now, I've removed the music from my head, headphones. So now I don't, I can do it anymore. No, I don't hear the music because I took off the headphones. So it come easier to me to talk because I don't have music. So it's totally silence for me. Yeah. So I've become a yapper now. You have to deal with it. I don't know even what song is it. Okay, maybe let's start writing the next one so we don't lose any more time. But I don't know, it kind of sucks to move on like this. But to be fair, I don't even have that much time left, so and I really need to, finish this all these nations. I don't, what do you what are you saying then? Ah, okay, you are saying like all these nation on the left here. I have to finish them like really quick. Not that quick that they don't have any good story or good information, but quick enough to, also do the relationship between them. Because, yeah, to make a world feel alive, as I said in the previous stream, you have to give them relationship because culture shape culture. Even if I don't know, it's it, eh, culture shape culture because as much as culture maybe differ, if they are kind of close, they kind of shape each other. I don't know how to explain it because I'm not an historian, I'm not an expert of cultures because I didn't go to those universities to become an expert. I can I even like drop out university to go on a community college, something like that, yeah. So I'm not an expert. I'm trying to learn everything by myself. So it's I don't know the term for those who learn by themselves. In Italian is autodidatta. I don't remember. Autonomous. I don't know. But okay, you get it. So yeah. Oh, just a second. Cafe time. Ah, nice. When I was so yeah, I have to do all the relationship between them, and after that I have to start the story of the main story, like the what happened before the game. So there is a line, like how do I make you imagine this? Um, like you know those video with a timeline that goes from right to no to left to right or something like that. Ah, hi, you're right. I was just talking alone about what are the plans for after the nations, because after writing all these nations, I had to write the relationship between them so the world feel more connected, and after that I had to write the story of Ultra Nihil before the game. It's like, do you know those ti video timelines where it goes to left to right to write the entire timeline? It's something like this, but it has those nations that I've written until now are like the background of it, and the white line that goes to left to right will be like the story before the game, the main story, like the like in Elden Ring, all the stuff that happened before the tarnished goes to the lands between. I don't know if you can get the similarity. It's something like that. Like the story where Marika has the children, two of them are omen, she drove them away and blah blah blah. Something like that. Because now I have when I will have all the nation, I kinda play around with the story. Like, okay, the main dude goes here, here, and here. This happened, and this happened. In 1905 happened this, blah blah blah. I know I'm just rambling randomly, but yeah, something, something, words, words. And after that, makes sense. Good, good. Thank you, thank you. I, I wasn't sure if I'm like talking like uh, are you sure you want me to continue yapping while you are you sure? Because I don't know if it's good to hear me while you study. Oh, yeah. Well, so on and so forth. After writing the background story for the game, like the you have to imagine like a pyramid. The bottom part is the world building. The upper, the next level is the background story, and then should be like the narrative of the game that is really different from what is a story. The narrative is something that can be changed depending of the action of the player, and in that narrative should be also be the ramification of what can happen because of course the player doesn't follow a straight line in the game. Like he can do whatever he wants, kinda. In between the limitation of the game. So yeah, and mostly the narrative will be really interlocked, locked with the game design part. So I don't know. I have to see. For now, I want to complete the world building, and I'm on the last part of it. So last, I still have like 10 nation to write, but then I'm liking world. I've started working with world building for the game like 2 or 3 months ago. I don't remember, and I've spent 1 month like making the Genesis part, the philosophical part, the mythological pantheon one, because it's what I found more interesting in our building. And so forth, so on. I've wrote about the older civilization that were in this place before humans. So, and now I'm writing the nation that is like the last 200 meters for me. Then I can write the story. And by the way, you're never gonna know this if you don't see the live now. But there is even a story that precedes all of this stuff. That is like a little fable or a story before everything. Before Ultra Nihil, there is this little story that started at this world. It's like a little story, not like gods fighting. It's really just a dude doing his stuff, and then oh fuck, I'm cooked, boom. Yeah, I'm sorry to explain it like this, but I can not like it's really this story before Ultra Nihil is really important to like understand why Ultra Nihil happened. So I cannot really talk about it. I'm I may be able to show it. Story. It's like uh, it's like one of those mini stories from H.P. Lovecraft. Oh shit, oh shit, no, 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 I didn't remember I put the images down there. Oh shit, no, no, I can see, I can, it's pretty huge. I didn't remember that it was that huge. But yeah, like it's a small story like those written by H.P. Lovecraft, but like this small story started everything that Ultran Hill is. So yeah, it's like 300 for 3,400 words. I mean, it may be small for those who are real writers. As I said, I'm not a real writer, I'm just LARPing. Damn, I don't like the word LARPing, but yeah. So, yeah, here we are. Let's start at least making the name for the new nation. At least I have to do a list there. Oh, I see, I see. So, Google Translate. It's time for China aesthetic. China. No, just a second. Where is Mandarin? Oh, okay. Here they just writing. Okay, Chinese. I mean, maybe for the name of the city and nation, we should go with the traditional Chinese, like Chuan. Ah, Chuan. Yeah, no, not this. Yeah, but I should also choose the theme for this nation now that I'm thinking about it. By the way, thank God you cannot. My like camera is not available for OBS. I mean, no, it's available, but I don't want you to see my face right now. You know why? Because now on my head I have like a cinnamon roll bow tie. Yeah, I have a bow tie of cinnamon roll. Why you ask? Because I started to have long hair again, and I don't like when those hairs goes into my face while I work or while I work out at the gym. So yeah, I found it on the desk and I put it on. There is no one at home to see me, so pretty cool. Wow, 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 wow. So let's open the all the civilization and the secret society to see how we can work with this nation. You know what I should start to do? I should start to smoke. So in the morning, instead of doing breakfast, I can just drink Monster, White Monster, and a cigarette, and you can see me like change shape and see my mental health degrade even more. As I said, don't imitate me. Don't imitate me. I'm not. Say if you do something like this, please seek help. I'm not. I'm not the right person. I don't know. What the fuck? Oh yes. You truly understand me. Okay. That I'm not gonna send you my photo. Oh hell no! Oh, hell no! You're not gonna. Please, it's. Please, no, 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 no. I by the way, I it would be really funny if like Toby Fox had done something like that. What I mean, like posting a photo of every day until he finished Undertale or Deltarune. Now he posted like every day his face, or even the Stardew Valley dude, because I know I think my situation is kind of really similar to the Stardew Valley dude. Like I know he was a perfectionist. Oh, hello, no. Like the Stardew Valley dude was like a perfectionist or something, and he was unemployed for 4 years. It is like me for year for year. He was unemployed. Yeah. So I really just can imagine their faces while they develop their games. And keep in mind, their games are like pixelated and you know maybe and like Undertale was really spaghetti code, so he wasn't even a programmer. And what I'm trying to do is like megalithic and stuff. I don't know. I don't know the reason why I'm doing this. I because they have like little pixelated persons. I will have like huge 3D low poly stuff, multiple endings. Society made me do this. Why did I play Souls like? Why did I play Nier Automata? Why I'm doing this to myself? Yeah, yeah. Do you have some pills for me? I finished my pills. Can you give me to me yours? I don't know. Ta, 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 ta. Ah, yeah, yeah. Me? No, never. No, 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 never. What are you talking about? I'm never gonna do cocaine. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. However, if I'm going to be honest, I'm really having a urge to start smoking. You know, to like take a break from the project every 5 minutes and go go open the window and like start smoking. Like the new anime where there is this cat girl that smoke everything every day, like every 5 minutes. Exactly. Yeah. Chileva. I'm gonna start smoking because Durge has a urge. I need the goon. I have the urge. Why the fuck? Sorry. Really starting to losing it. I know I'm not even reading the text. How the fuck I'm writing so much? Holy shit! Why did I write every? Holy shit! I know that most of them are just like images, but holy shit! Why did I write so much? Crazy stuff. I don't want to read this. I know I wrote everything myself, but I don't want to read it now. I'm too lazy to read it. Imagine like spending 3 months writing stuff and then don't want to read it. Oh shit, I'm a kind of radical. I I know how to write, but I don't know how to read. It's crazy. Well, to be honest, I'm dyslexic, so I don't even know how to write, and reading is even worse. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I really should just do cocaine. No. Stop. So, where I was at? The previous nation. Okay. Wow! Clap. Now you have a plant. Don't kill it. Can you kill the plant? Like, can you don't have a Can you don't take care of the plant and let it die? I don't know. God damn, no. No, no, I cannot see it now. What are you talking about? Ah, yeah, yeah. No, I see it, I see it, I see it. So basically, now you are. Isn't this like a Twitch trap to like force you to watch live streams of people just to keep that plant alive? It seems like something that Twitch do to keep people engaged or something. Yeah, yeah, I can see it, I can see it. Exactly. So now we are going to do the Chinese aesthetic nation. But I had to choose a theme. Like the previous one was like the Japanese aesthetic one, but with the theme that they are obsessed with the past and they like want to do archaeological stuff in the entire continent. But because there are other nations, they kind of started the war to get their territory. So yeah, now I have to do the Chinese one and see what the theme for them might be. Pa, 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 pa. You know what? You know what? I'll be honest here. I don't know anything about the Chinese culture. So you know what we are going to do now? We are gonna see a documentary. Yeah, you're gonna sit here with me and see a goddamn documentary. Alright? Because I don't like don't being informed. I like I like gathering knowledge. I like to use my brain. So you are all gonna see my documentary, Chinese documentary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. I'm gonna remove the censor. What do you mean LARPing? Like LARPing about knowing the Chinese culture or something? Okay, let's see. Ah, of course not. I don't like LARPing about it. If I done something, I'm pretty. I'm okay admitting that I didn't know. It's better to admit ignorance instead of lying. At least this is my point of view. It's better to admit that you don't know something that LARPing about it. Ah, there is like a lot. Oh my god, there is 2 hours of documentary. I don't care, we are gonna watch the entirety of it. Okay? We have to be better persons. We have to know. I don't like to learn, I like to know. So now you are gonna sit here with me and watch this stuff. Willingly or not. I don't even care about visuals. So I don't even care about the views. So I'm gonna do what I want. Haha, exactly. This is the freedom of not being known. Schizamaxing, schizamaxing, tra-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la.
The land of China was once shrouded in mystery to the rest of the ancient world. The Silk Road was a connection between the two realms that suggested China to be of immense wealth and power. Whilst these distant civilizations would see dramatic falls, China would continue to rise through countless dynasties and emperors for thousands of years, forming the global superpower we know today. From constructing the longest structure in the world to hosting the largest and deadliest wars in mankind's history, China is the longest continuous civilization on Earth, dating back 5,000 years, withstanding the ancient era, the Middle Ages, and now the modern period. But can they continue on? To understand this fascinating land, we must start from the beginning. The majority of China's earliest settlements began along the basin of the Yellow River in the north and the Yangtze in the south. The people resided on floodplains and lived agricultural lifestyles, growing a plethora of millet and rice. The conditions were fair for farming, but a major issue plagued the newly blossoming communities. Flooding from the Yellow River constantly displaced or killed settlers, washing away their crops and lodgings in the process. The land was cruel and inhospitable, threatening their newfound way of life. That was until the legendary and likely mythological Yu the Engineer was tasked with controlling the flow of the rivers. Yu knew firsthand that the waterways had not been the settlers' biggest adversary for no reason. His father Gwyn had already spearheaded past efforts to control the rivers, and a decade of his life had been spent on building a series of dikes and dams which ultimately proved ineffective. No matter how large
Sorry, but we are not gonna watch this anymore. It's an AI generated video with AI imagery and probably some misinformation. That- Yeah, it's mostly AI generated this video. 2 hours of a China story, but from a bot that doesn't know anything. Holy fucking shit. This is a good moment to start. I was saying previously, uh, as I said, there is no shame if, of not knowing something. There is shame in LARPing it, and this is what AI does. AI is so confident that he knows everything that when he doesn't know something, it lies, and then can happen in videos like this. And I don't really want to watch it anymore. So we are gonna search another video, and of course I cannot scroll. So you cannot trust anything. God fucking damn. Da, 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 da. Holy shit, there is like 1,000 AI videos here. What the fuck? It's full of this stuff. Ah, it's gonna be a long day. Okay, let's. This one say no AI. Thank you. I think people started to realize that there is a lot of stuff like this. Copy, paste, and go.
Tra una prova e l'altra,
Ah, ah! You cannot see ads without permission. I'm not gonna take money from this, so you're not gonna see them. I need money. So, pop up, pop. No, 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 don't start without my.
Beijing.
Beijing.
For centuries, this city has acted as China's capital, and today over 20 million people live within its boundaries. Throughout the country's final two imperial dynasties, the Ming and the Qing, China's emperors would call it home, alternating their residence between the sprawling estate of lakes and gardens known as the Summer Palace and the vast complex known today as the Forbidden City. During their reigns, these men would style themselves as universal sovereigns, entitled to dominion of the known world through their possession of the mandate of heaven. Their regime followed a blueprint that was already more than 1,000 years old, where the rulership of China was passed from dynasty to dynasty with only the occasional hiatus. But for all its longevity and claimed grandeur, the imperial system was not to last. After a series of defeats by European powers in the late 19th century, the prestige of the Qing dynasty collapsed, and the period of attempted reform that followed failed to arrest its decline. In 1911, public discontent with the imperial system led to the outbreak of the Xinhai Revolution, and the next year saw the abdication of the last emperor, a boy then only 6 years old. In the years that followed, other men would attempt to restore the Qing monarchy, or even to claim their throne for themselves, but none would succeed. And for more than 100 years, the sons of heaven, who ruled China for more than 2 millennia, have been no more. Today their secluded residences are museums open to the public. And now ordinary citizens tread every day on ground where only a select few once stood.
Lord Xi Jinping.
The end of the imperial system represented a decisive break with the past. For over 2,000 years, China was ruled by an emperor who, with one notable exception, was a man imbued in theory with absolute power. In practice, the authority exercised by a given ruler would vary, and at times this title would be disputed between multiple claimants and dynasties, some of whose rule was limited to only small portions of China. The more powerful of these emperors would leave an indelible footprint on Chinese society, and the centuries-long rule of dynasties such as the Han and the Tang are often described as golden periods in Chinese history. It is unsurprising then that in the West knowledge of China's ancient history is almost entirely concerned with its imperial rulers, and often focuses on the imposing structures that they erected. Foremost amongst these are the iconic Great Wall of China, which stretches throughout much of the country's northern reaches, the mausoleum of its first emperor and its buried army of terracotta warriors, and the imposing palace complex of the Forbidden City, which served as the winter residence of China's elite for half a millennium. Outside of these structures, other famous periods of Chinese history include the Mongol-led Yuan dynasty, best known for its founder Kublai Khan, and the long period of warfare between the competing dynasties of Cao Wei, Shu Han, and Dongwu that would later be glamorized in the Ming literary classic of The Romance of the Three Kingdoms. But as famous and long-lasting as China's imperial system was, a question that is rarely asked is how exactly did it come to be? Indeed, it has long been understood by historians and archaeologists that by the time the first imperial dynasty rose to power in the late 3rd century BCE, Chinese civilization was already over a millennium old, and that many of the institutions and customs of the centuries ahead originated in this period. And even more obscure is the period that preceded it, that came before the emergence of the region's first written script, and our understanding of which depends entirely on the archaeological record. It is in this oft-neglected dream time that the deities and culture heroes of Chinese myth are said to have walked the earth, such as the gods Nuwa and Fu Xi, the Yellow Emperor Huan Di, and the other divine and semi-divine figures known collectively as the Three Sovereigns and 5 Emperors. In works such as the Bamboo Annals and the records of the Grand Historian, we are told that this period culminated in the founding of China's first dynasty, the semi-mythical Xia, whose claim transfer of power to the Shang dynasty formed the ideological basis for dynastic succession in the millennia ahead. On a surer footing, we know from the archaeological record that this period saw the emergence of China's first complex societies, the development of which is inexorably tied to their slow adoption of agriculture and sedentary living. More than any others in Chinese history, it is these millennia that are marked by dramatic changes in climate, technology, and the lifestyle of its peoples, who slowly transitioned from the hunter-gatherer lifestyle that had marked humanity up until this point to complex societies reliant on domesticated plants and animals for survival. And around the beginning of the second millennium BCE, these developments would culminate in the appearance of some of the earliest states in world history. In this series, we will attempt to fill in this neglected period of China's history. To do so, we will begin by examining the archaeological record of Chinese prehistory, tracing the origins of its earliest complex societies, beginning with the hunter-gatherer communities that flourished after the end of the last ice age. From here we will follow their slow evolution into early farming settlements, marked by increasing size, social complexity, and the appearance of a visible elite. In later millennia, we will see the slow emergence of metalworking, an event that overlapped with the development of the region's first true urban centres and kingdoms. In later episodes, we will also take some time to discuss China's traditional body of history, examining the Chinese people's own understanding of their past, and whether any parallels can be made between the archaeological record and the claimed histories of the early societies of the Yellow River Valley. Finally, we will conclude by examining the rise of China's first rulers, which culminated in the establishment of the Qin dynasty, whose imperial model of rule would set the example for all others to follow. In our first episode, we will explore the lifestyles of China's final hunter-gatherer societies, amongst whom we will see early signs of sedentary living and plant and animal domestication. Before we do so, however, we should note that during this series, we will be largely focusing on societal developments in eastern China, particularly on the territory of what in the West is sometimes termed China proper. This is not to diminish the development of complex societies in the other regions that comprise the modern People's Republic, but is simply because the territory of the earliest Chinese dynasties was largely restricted to this region. Indeed, it is in this comparatively low-lying area of plains and hills that we see the emergence of some of China's earliest agricultural societies, many of which were concentrated around its major river valleys, the Huanghe or Yellow River in northern China, the Yangtze in southwestern and eastern central China, and to a lesser extent the Chuchang or Pearl River far to the south. When it comes to today's episode, however, all of this lies far in the future. Instead, we must cast our minds back over 20,000 years into the past, to the...
Okay, sorry, I just realized another thing. This is like 1 hour for the episode 1, and there are other episodes from what I'm saying. Maybe this is something that I have to watch by myself later, because if I continue like make this documentary with you, like I'm not gonna continue my nation, so it is pretty complicated. So for now, I think I know we're not gonna continue watching these documentaries because if we continue, I cannot make my nation, and if also they are pretty long, and it's something that I have to watch by myself when I'm off camera, just so you know. Uh, I hope you can understand what I'm saying. But they are pretty long. This one is like 1 hour, then the second episode is another hour, and I don't really want to stay here while there are people watching, like, uh, and I don't think it's even good for them because, I don't know. Yeah, I was just thinking that it's a bit strange to. I think I should just do my personal research instead of doing. Uh, let's watch a documentary. I think let's close this. I think I should continue like doing my stuff here. So, yo, hi Kevin. How are you? Ta, 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 ta. Good, good. It's nice to hear. It's nice to hear. Today we are going to do the Chinese aesthetic nation, and I have to pick a team and make some research for make it look good. Huh? Ah, yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, because as I said previously, I don't like to LARP. I like to know the stuff. So, or at least know the surface level of this stuff because, of course, I cannot go really in deep for every culture because if I do so, the game will never come out. I will like keep doing research for more than a year, and it's not really the goal here. The goal is to like have a surface level of knowledge of the real nations, take some inspiration from them, and then doing my own thing with my own history here. So yeah, I. Pa, 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 pa. But I think I found a team here. The problem that team brings is that I had to change the older civilizations. I had to change a thing about the older civilization, and to be honest, this is a good idea. To be honest, I really should do something about the older civilizations. So, why why did I start? Well, yeah. What do you mean? Do you see something of interest here to make a game, or why so suddenly now you want to make a game? I mean, if you need help to know where to start, I can help. There is no problem. Just a second, pack. Open this. Open this. Ta-ta-tam. Ha-pa-pa, para-pa-pa, para-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. No, no, no. What I told. Yeah. Um, I think that there was one kid online. I think he was like between 13 and 15, no, 15. That like asked online how to start, and I tried like to help him. The first thing, of course, is to now have a game engine. What of course I suggest is Godot because it's easier. But with Godot you like should know a bit of coding. That there is no problem. There is like a lot of tutorial out there that are easy to follow. Or if you really don't want to use programming Godot, you could try Unreal Engine 5 with the blueprints. However, Unreal Engine is really heavy, so you have to see. And then there is like Unity that it's also one of the game engines that that you have to know how to code. I think they have blueprints too, but they didn't really updated them in a long time. So it's between Godot and Real for me in case you're a beginner. So I don't know. Because first you have to know about the game engine, how to work. Sometimes you in Godot, I think in Godot sometimes you don't even have to write the script. I don't know. Or there is also RPG Maker that most of the stuff is already done, and you can like just put blocks and stuff like this. Why do I say always stuff like this? But um, so yeah, there is a plenty of choice, but just don't be like me that I want to make a huge game. I don't know why I want to do something like this. I'm kind of masochist, probably. Actually, I'm a masochist, probably. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm the right person to, to give suggestion or wise words for beginners because technically I'm still a beginner myself until I published my first commercial game. I can like give small tips that help me, but I cannot give full-blown advice like a professional can do. And this is another problem that there are little game developers here in Italy that can give advice. Now, I have some contact with those who like made Stormachia, that is the chess soul-like game that kind of had a small success here in Italy and in the world. But I don't know. It's pretty strange. And now the game developer world is kind of in tremble. It's not looking good, or at least it's not looking good for the AAA studios and publishers. It's pretty complicated. I think it's something that you have to experience yourself to understand a bit of the field. Now I'm talking in English, so it's kind of more difficult to me to explain how the entire field works. If we have to talk in Italian, it's kind of easier to me to explain. But yeah, you can totally try. It depends even about how big of a game do you want to make. Like just give me an idea. What kind of genre did you want? What the game the genre of the game that you want to make, and how long is the story, and like a synopsis of what is about, so I can give you an idea how easy it is to make the game. If you just want. If you don't worry. Where I was? Okay. Yeah. Usually horror games, it depends if it's horror and creepy and you want to make like something like Granny or I don't know, grainy, or I don't really like those small games that pop up now and then on Steam. Like those can be kinda easy to make. Like those horror games are kinda easy. Now something like Poppy Playtime, I know it's Poppy Playtime. It is a horror game technically, yeah. But for making something like Poppy Playtime, I think you need a lot of expertise for that kind of level of quality. The first FNAF game, it's between having being a beginner but also an expert because for how much easy the first FNAF Five Nights at Freddy's game look, it actually have a good technical background for it. And I know, a game with a story. Now, you can. This is kind of what I'm feeling right now in the gaming space. Gaming space. If you want to make a game with a story and not just, the usual horror game that it's 1 hour long, there is this problem. Now you can make this a simple mechanic and having a story that goes on and on. But you have to understand that first of all, this is a game medium. What I mean is that a game has to have a gameplay, and usually this is a important part of what the video games are. So I will be pretty careful with just wanting to do a walking simulator with a story without any gameplay. I don't know. It depends. It depends. I'm not an expert on the horror, like survival horror genre, or stuff. I'm more on the dark psychological and RPG stuff. Not expert, but enjoyer. So you can take maybe you should take an example of I don't know if it's the right example to give, but Resident Evil 7. I don't know if your idea, or do you have some game that you want to take inspiration, like in my for me, for example, the game that I take inspiration is Fear and Hunger, some Fear and Hunger, and um, so a lot of it's a RPG, so kind of like I'm doing now. So let me think about it. Technic. Okay, okay. Yeah, so listen carefully. RPG Maker is your best go. RPG Maker is like all of those games that you are telling me now are made in RPG Maker. So, and trust me, it's easier to do in RPG Maker than in a full-blown programming language or Unreal. So if you can, you should start. It's not that hard. Just watch a tutorial of 2 hours, I think, and you're ready to go. To be honest, I should also use RPG Maker because it's my first game, but I want to, put my programming skills, my art skills, and so on and so forth to the test by making something more advanced between commas. I don't know. For real? I have a version of a RPG Maker. I had like I have a RPG Maker for free. Like Steam gave a version of RPG Maker for free. So I don't know. Like just give me a second so I can recover it, or I don't know if they lied to me. Ta-ta-tam. Come on, Steam, I know you want to open. Oh, wait a second. It's kind of slow because I have 150 tabs open now. So let's see from my phone. It opened. So let's see, library. Because there was like an event where they gave a version of RPG Maker for free. So I don't know. Yeah, RPG Maker VX. Let's see just a second. The RPG Maker VX, and I will just a second. What is it? What is it? What is it? You scumbag! I had it right here. Okay, now let's search for the shop. Like I don't know, maybe I was just lucky. Let's property. Oh no, not again. Oh hell no. Why every time my stuff get blocked on OBS? Ah, goddamn. Like what I'm using right now, it's RPG Maker VX Ace. That it was free for like a few days. Now here I'm seeing that it has very positive review in general, but recently it's kind of mixed. And I don't know, it's there are different versions from what I'm seeing right now. There are like €3, €6. It just from what I'm seeing, it's not €33. Now it's €3. If you can make a quick check, because now it's just €3, 4. I think it's worth it. I think it's really worth it if you want to give it a try. It's now €4, not really a lot. The MV, it's 30. What is MV? Yeah, because well, now it's 14. But what is it? It is not even the MZ. It's like 31. Okay. So this is the newer version. I didn't know. All right, okay. Yeah. I mean, listen up. It makes sense, kinda, because in RPG Maker is kinda everything already done for you in some way. Yo, hi. In RPG Maker, everything is kinda already done because it is like it has like already a layout of everything you need. No, nobody is stupid enough to make a game. It's just about doing it, starting it. Trust me, it's just about starting making one, because the hardest thing to do is start. Then everything will build up slowly, but you have to be like consistent, not like me that every now and then I have an episode, a crisis, and I like draw Ultra Hill away. If you start, I don't think you have to start with the most recent version of RPG Maker. You can start with the older ones. From what I'm seeing, they're kinda good. Like I know they are kinda older, but from what I'm seeing in the images, they are pretty okay to use for a recent game also. If you want to try it with a older version, not with the newest one. I don't think the newest version can offer much more. Just saying, because I don't use RPG Maker, so I don't know. Or you can also start trying. Yeah, of course. Now focus on on the university. But if you want. If you don't want to spend those euros, you can really try to use Godot. I mean, I don't know if programming is your thing or not, but having like some programming skills is still useful. So I will just keep it in mind that programming is kind of be useful in the future. I don't know. As I said, I'm not the right person to give advice. You have just to see how I'm talking right now, and you. So yeah. Um, I think. Okay, sorry. Well, guys, I think I will finish here for now. As I said, I started really late, so don't worry, don't worry. Maybe when we see, I will be able to speak in Italian. I can explain in a more clear way because right now in English I'm more yapping than explaining. So yeah. By the way, I'm gonna stop the morning live stream now because I've also started late. So for now I will stop. I will eat something for lunch and then I will come back. Maybe with some knowledge about China because during these pauses I will read some articles or at least know surface level about China. So I gonna be more informed than I was before. So yeah, I think we're gonna see each other after lunch. Thank you for the company, guys. As always, you're awesome, and we will see in the afternoon. Bye bye. Okay, it's not frozen. What the fuck?